Oh my gosh, I am so tired, Martin.
Why?
It has been, the last couple weeks has been crazy. My evil
You like them storms?
grandma, Irma, came. Let me tell you something. You realize I got so many people going, I did not realize you had a grandma that was evil named Irma. After listening to the podcast.
If I didn't know, how was anybody else going to know?
I know. And so, like, nobody really, because I don't talk about her.
Yeah.
Ever.
Leon thought that was incredibly funny. He thought the whole thing was just so good.
I got a lot of people say they liked it.
Yeah, so apparently that's a good episode. I don't know.
I know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your two favorite facially blessed individuals. That's right, it's the two bearded preachers aiming to misbehave on this glorious evening. That's right. We are the goats of podcasting.
Justin, do you think that you can live with another man? I don't think so.
Not gonna happen.
What if that other man was Chuck Norris? Could you live with him?
Or
no. Would you even survive?
You couldn't. I don't think you could.
It's hard
That's
to say.
A fact. That's a fact. But we're a little behind because of the stupid storm and everything.
How long were you out of power?
I was out for it was 43 hours, but it felt
It's not terrible, but it's not good when you're doing it.
Listen, you know what the problem with being without power for 43 hours is?
Everything goes bad in your fridge.
Well, no. Actually, we cleaned out our freezer, and it looks immaculate. We got all.
So you were able to eat everything before it was
pretty
bad?
much, and we took a lot of stuff. The problem with being without power for 43 hours is, number one, everybody else that I know had power through the entire storm.
Really?
And after, there was like a handful of people that lost power. Okay, but the vast majority of people I know, my entire core group, still had power. Except for me.
Did you go to their house? I would have went to their house.
No.
To their house.
I'll tell you, that's number two. That's the other problem that we had. That's number two. But let me just... but there's only one other person. There's one other group that, like, the Chavinis and the Collins, they were without power for, like, almost a week.
Really?
So, yeah, because they're out there, you know? And so that was rough. I feel really bad for them, and so...
Okay, the Collins, they must have moved then or something.
Yeah, the Collins, they have a really nice house and like 5 acres. So
okay,
out by the Chavinis. So yeah, that I feel bad for them, and then them, I thought to myself, I'm like, yeah, it's really got to suck seeing everybody else get power back. Like, yeah, it does. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is that after the hurricane, Faye and I went to go check on my parents. We drove down there and checked on my parents. We had to get out of the house. Get in the AC.
Yeah.
And so we went to go check on them. They didn't have power either. And I was like, listen, when we get power back, you guys can just come on over, okay?
Yeah.
I'm like being good son. Martin, they got power back first.
Yeah.
And they immediately go, come on over. And I was like, that's like good in theory. And then you're just like, and then when it's in front of you, you just go, go spend the night at my parents' house. Ah, crap. I don't wanna. And listen, within the first 30 minutes of being there.
Yeah.
They almost lost it. I almost lost it with them.
Yeah?
They were fighting over Dancing with the Stars and TV. And
that show's on TV still?
Yeah, that's what I said. And they're like, and then there's like, and then like they're fighting over when it's coming on, and Jim's like, well, you do know that it's on now. And my mom's like, well, what if Justin doesn't want to watch it? And he's like, well, it's Dancing with the Stars. And I'm like, I'm going to bed. And I left.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's kind of how that went. We were there for like a day and checking back at the house every 3 hours to see if the power. I literally, because like,
please be
on. But I use the excuse of like, I want to make sure no one's stealing my stuff,
Yeah.
So
Go check.
And let the dogs out. And then this is the other thing, too. She's like, well, you can just bring the dogs over here. And we can put them in the bathroom and lock them in there. And they can never get out. And I was like, dude, they're going to destroy your bathroom. You don't understand. They're 2 little dogs, but they're going to scratch your door constantly until they get out. Just put them in their crate in the bathroom all day long. At least they'll be on the AC. I'm like, I'm not doing that crap. No, we'll leave them at the house. No AC. They'll be fine.
Plus, you need a reason to escape. You need a built-in, gotta go check.
I gotta go let the dogs out.
It's always, do you know what's nice about being in ministry? Is that there's always a built-in escape. Do you always have something that you could be doing?
Mm-hmm.
I always have something that I could be doing. There's always another task. It's like the work never stops. So I've always got an excuse to do something. Leia, out of school. They canceled school for the week when the storm came through. She's stuck. No excuse for whatever. If there needs to be some escape, she's got to get creative. But for me, I've always got stuff on the desk. I've always got stuff that's coming up that I need to be preparing for, that I need to be prepping for. More stuff to study, more people to visit, more calls to make. There's always something there.
Sure.
I don't know. I could stay with my mother for a little while, but I don't know how well Ed's gonna handle that. My mother's husband, Mr. Ed. Yeah. And I like Mr. Ed.
I forgot. I forgot she got remarried to Mr. Ed. I totally forgot about that. I remember that episode now that you say that.
Yeah. I don't know. An indefinite period of time is scary.
Think about it. You don't know. You don't know how long you're going to be there.
Right. I gotta have an ending. I gotta have an end date. I gotta have an end date. This is the day that I'm leaving. Because even when I go to my in-laws, when are we coming back? Like, that's the first thing I ask. She's like, hey, we're to go to my in-laws. I'm like, when are we coming home? She's like, what? We haven't even gotten there yet. I'm like, plan. I need a freaking plan. You gotta have something, man. You gotta have some hope. Otherwise, you're gonna be there forever. I have this theory. I don't know if you've ever heard it or not. I don't know if I've shared it with you. But my theory is that 2 grown men cannot live together.
Oh, that's a fact.
I just don't think that they can do it because they'll kill one another.
How long? All right, here's the thing, and we're friends, and we weren't even that close back then, but you lived at my house for a couple days, right? How long was that? 3 days?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
but it was getting old.
It was.
I don't really remember it very well.
Well, we blocked it out.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we blocked it out.
Like, it would probably be fine now. Like, we would probably be fine now. Because we would probably get into all kinds of shenanigans now.
Yeah, just because we would be fooling around. But back then, we didn't have the same sort of silly relationship that we have now.
And bond. We didn't have the bond that we have now.
We did. Well, it takes time to develop that, Justin.
It does.
So I don't feel bad.
I don't either. So, but yeah, like, one of us could have died.
I'm looking forward to coming up in November.
I know.
I'm looking forward to that. That's
and I'm
on
all
my
set.
list of exciting things to do.
Oh, yeah. I'm bringing my guns.
Woohoo! Woohoo! We can shoot them.
We can shoot
stuff.
We can shoot a lot of things. So
yeah.
So
we both agree that 2 grown men can't live together.
Fact.
Right. I know this might not be the realm of where we'd normally take the podcast, but how does that work with, like, gay dudes?
Oh, you went there.
Yeah, I mean, because there's homosexual gentlemen that live together, and they live together for a long time. I just don't see I don't understand how they do it.
Well,
how can they do that without murdering one another? Do they have, like, separate bedrooms or something?
That's a good question. See, you gotta understand this, Martin. I think maybe we need to clarify that 2 grown men can't live together. 2 grown men can't live together.
2 grown heterosexual men cannot live together.
Yeah, maybe you need to do that because typically in that other type of relationship, one of them is a little more effeminate, I would think, right?
I guess.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it takes all kinds, but I just don't see how that works. I mean, when I came back from deployment, I stayed with my parents for a little while because my wife was staying there. And we weren't even there. I wasn't even there that long, but already my dad was, like, getting on my nerves. And I know I was getting on his nerves. And me and my dad had a good relationship and enjoyed each other's company and got along and everything. But I just don't know what it was. We got on each other's nerves. And I was like, it's time to go. Mm-hmm. Time to get out of here. Got to go.
I struggle with going over to my parents for more than 30 minutes at a time.
See, but they live so close to you.
I know.
How long does it take to get to their house?
Like 10, 15 minutes, depends.
10, 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, and so I struggle 30 minutes. Like, I told you before the hurricane, Jim called me over to the house, right?
Yeah.
He almost died that day, too. He almost died that day. They almost died.
Some weather we're having here, eh, Justin?
Hey, I need you to come over to the house right now, Justin. I'm on my way, Dad. I get there, I'm like, what's going on? Some weather we're having. You see this hurricane? It's a big one. You call me to talk about the freaking weather? I know there's a hurricane. I'm trying to prepare for it. So, yeah, he almost lost his life that day. Watching, and then he wasn't even watching the weather. That was the thing. He was watching, like, the stock market. Oh, look at this, Justin. He's getting ready to ring the bell. He's getting ready to... This guy is a World War II vet getting ready to ring the bell, the closing bell. Oh, wow. Wow. How riveting. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
This is freaking great, Dad.
Fantastic.
What is this crap? So
ring it.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I understand that. Can't have too much testosterone in the building. I mean, listen, I don't know if you've been thinking about this, but those teenage years are right around the corner.
Good luck, man.
How old's Dave? 11?
Dave's 10.
Jonas is 10.
11 in December.
I think Jonas is 10. How old is that kid? Yeah, he's going to be 10.
Going to be 10. And I'm already prepping for this. I'm telling all of my kids that when they graduate from high school, they have to do something. And I prefer it be someplace else. Yes, you have to do something somewhere else. You can't do it here. You can, where I'm at, Lord willing, I'll be able to say, if you want to buy a house and put it on the land, you go right ahead.
Yeah.
A lot of folks around here, they buy the mobile home, they put it on their parents' land while they're getting started. So it's a place to live, and then they sell the mobile home when they're ready to build their house or whatever, or buy their own land. I'm okay with that if they decide they want to stay in this area, but you got to go somewhere.
Yeah. Get the crap out of my... Okay. Here's the deal. I had a place for Grace board meeting tonight.
Yeah.
Sucked. Okay.
Sucked? Why?
I hate board meetings. You know me.
Yeah.
You know me in board meetings. Remember when I used to run the board meetings?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I was so grumpy. I show up late. I'm not the chairman of the board anymore. I show up late. They mock me for that. I say mean things back. Whatever. And then at the end of the board meeting, somebody says, my son just graduated from law school. And, I'm like, dude, you got to be like 25, 26, 27, like older than like maybe closing in on 30, graduating from law school, that kind of stuff. Son just graduated from law school. So-and-so just got a promotion. Like going through all of his kids, and then he goes, and they all still live at home, and I'm still paying for all of them. That's what he says. Chairman of the board, my buddy Hal, chimes in and he goes, hey, my 25-year-old son just broke up with his girlfriend, which is a good thing, but guess what? He's living back at her house.
Oh.
He goes, I'm paying for everything. Another lady goes, my 25-year-old daughter's living at my house still. And she goes, I'm still paying for everything. And I go, whoa, what the crap's going on here? Like, I have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old, and you're telling me when they get their age, I'm going to have to keep paying for them? When they get your kid's age, they go, yes. And I go, that's garbage.
Not going to happen. Because here's what you can do. You can start prepping them to leave now. That's what I'm doing with my kids. I'm prepping them to go because I don't want them to stay. I want them to go and find spouses and get married and start having grandkids. That's what I want them all to do.
And love life and
that's right.
Be a productive member of society.
Play with them.
Yes. Yeah. Go get a spouse and make babies. Yeah.
Go join the army.
Join a fraternity while you're in college. Do some stupid stuff. Yeah. Come back, tell your dad some funny stories, and then go get on with your life.
But not in my house.
Yeah, do something, but not here.
Not here. Yeah. Somewhere else.
That's a good thing. I like that. All right, we're on the same page.
Yeah. Now, is this going to work? I don't know. Because I hear all these folks who are telling me, yeah, your kids are just going to come back. And I'm like, no, because you obviously are not prepping your children to go away. I'm prepping all of mine to go away. Like, I'm witnessing all these baby boomers and their kids, their millennial children coming back and living with them. And I understand that situations happen. And if someone's out of a job or need to find employment or something like that, no problem. Come stay for a couple months while you're getting ready.
Right here, Martin.
But you're gonna boot them out the door, huh?
That's my foot right there. I'm showing you. I'm gonna kick them right out. Get the crap out of here.
You got fired? Well, that's a bad thing because you just got evicted too. Get out of my house.
Yeah. One of them said, he goes, well, we do charge her rent. We do charge our daughter rent. And
how much?
And then he goes like this. He says, but little does she know that we're stocking this away to give it back to her as a gift. And I go, what kind of lesson is that? You pay him money and then you're just going to get it back? Man, you know what you should do is you should take all that money, go buy yourself a nice F-150, rub it in their nose. Like, look what I got because I took all your money. Yeah. That's what you need to teach them. Be physically responsible.
Yeah, I just don't know. I'm prepping them now. I want them to have an expectation to go and do something exciting.
Life is exciting.
Yes, go
live it.
Do things.
Enjoy life.
Someplace else.
Away from me.
Then come back and visit on the holidays.
Yeah, and then get the crap out again.
And then go. Right. Because, especially David, because two grown men can't live together.
In fact. And here's the deal. I've got two of them, Martin.
I know, so you're in trouble.
Here's the
girls,
deal.
I'm a little bit less they gotta go kind of thing.
They'll probably kill each other, from what I hear.
Well, they might. I don't know. Girls are notoriously mean, and I've got one that's very dramatic and one that's very analytical. And the two, when the analytical one sees one, the little one getting dramatic, sometimes she will point that out, and the dramatic one doesn't like it. So we might have a sibling murder situation going on here in the future. Never know.
Could. Never know. Tell. You're right. You're right. Wow.
Yeah, I haven't seen any signs yet, but it could be on the horizon. You never know.
Could be. You never know. You got to prepare for that. At least your heart. Prepare your heart. That one of them might die by the other one's hands. You don't know which one it'll be. You know, the truth is, it'll happen from the one you least expect it.
Oh. So Anna's going to kill Sarah.
Yeah.
Because I would have thought it'd go the other way. But
exactly. See, you think, but then, no. Life has a way of throwing curveballs at you. Yeah, I was going to say hooks, but the old curveball. The old curveball. Twisty. Yeah. So, just be prepared for that, Martin. One of your kids is going to die by the other kid's hands. It's a typical.
It's almost inevitable.
It's,
the writing's on the wall. It's going to happen.
It's your typical Cain and Abel situation, you know.
Have you been watching America's Got Talent?
No, I don't watch any of that crap.
Right now, Leia is in the other room with my sister and some of the kids, I don't know, the older kids, waiting to see who's going to win the big show. Now, we will not have an answer on this podcast who wins it.
We won't?
No, because I'm not in there watching it.
Spoiler alert!
Well, we can't spoil it because it's not done yet. Or maybe it is done. What time is it?
9:51.
They're getting pretty close to picking the winner. Do you think that St. Cloud Proud Mandy Harvey is going to win?
I don't know, man. Maybe.
You don't know nothing about it, huh?
No, man. Maybe she'll win. That would be so awesome.
You don't think so?
No, it would be so awesome.
It would be awesome. Yeah. Simon Cowell seems to really like her. He always gets up and shakes his hands around afterwards.
Martin.
Justin, you got your hand raised? Yes. What time?
Can I just add something in? I mean, I'm not.
No, whatever. But
can I just add something to the whole Mandy Harvey thing? And
she's
know,
deaf, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know.
She feels the music through her feet.
I know that too. And this is not a.
She plays the ukulele.
She does that too.
She's got hair.
Uh-huh.
And her dad works at the college.
Yep. Now, I'm not trying to be negative, and that's all right.
Right.
But
certainly not.
I realize there are a lot of fans of Mandy Harvey out there.
Yeah. St. Cloud proud.
There's only one
Go
problem.
team. Yeah.
She's not from St. Cloud.
Shut your face. Yes, she's not?
No, man.
Where's she from? Like,
I don't know if she's ever lived here. I mean, maybe she does here now, but she didn't grow up here. She's not like from St. Like, I'm not from St. Cloud, Martin.
Well, nobody's from St. Cloud.
Well, there's some people
born there. That's
my youth minister. Actually, you're right. Yeah, no, there are some that are from St. Cloud. There are like, yeah, there's some from St. Cloud, but
like some
when you say
some of them
are from when you say from St. Cloud, you mean born and raised, right?
I think that the rule in Florida is that if you live there for 3 years in the one place, then you're from there.
That don't make no sense.
But that's the way Florida is because it's so transient.
I'm from, okay.
You're St. Cloud, yes. You're from St. Cloud.
No,
yeah,
I'm not.
You are.
Well, I mean,
by St. Cloud standards, you are.
I am grafted into St. Cloud.
Grafted in? Oh, very nice.
Totally. I am St. Cloud, okay? First of all.
Right. St. Cloud proud.
Yeah, and maybe St. Cloud. I am St. Cloud proud. But I'm not from St. Cloud. Like, I'm actually from West Palm Beach, Florida. Like, that's where I was born, and I spent a lot of my time there as a child. And then I moved, and I went someplace else. And honestly, and maybe I've lived in this area the most, but, like, I spent a lot of my early formidable years in other places. That was not St. Cloud.
By your standard, then, I'm from Pittsburgh?
Yes.
But I don't feel like I'm from Pittsburgh. Like, I don't care about the Steelers or the Pirates. I don't use folding chairs to save parking places. I don't say yins.
Well, that's just because you're not a total D-bag. And nobody, even people from Pittsburgh, don't like the Steelers or the Penguins.
That is not true. They are fiercely loyal. In fact, my sister, who's in there watching Mandy Harvey win the show.
You think she's going to win?
I really haven't been paying close enough attention to know. So, like, my wife and kids like it, but I kind of tune out and play on my phone when they watch
That's what I do. I do the same crap. But I don't even, like, we don't even have cable, so it makes that kind of crap so much easier.
Oh, I bet it does. You can totally separate.
And like I said, I'm not, like, everybody keeps saying, oh, she's from St. Cloud. No, her parents have lived here. Her parents have lived here for a period of time. Yeah. But I think she's just kind of off and on lived here. Hey, she's that kid that kept coming back. That keeps
coming back? You're saying that's who she is?
I think so.
She's the one who's here and there? Yeah. Does the deafness make it okay?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go there. I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm just saying.
You're not even going to say nothing about that.
I'm not going to say nothing about that.
Opting out. I'm opting out.
I'm going to decline to comment on that. But
this whole conversation is dangerous for you, isn't it?
Yes.
This is going to get you in trouble no matter what. There's
probably going to have some comments here.
You're going to get cursed out by somebody.
Yeah.
Dude, she plays the ukulele.
Yeah, man, it's cool. And I think she's got a pretty voice and everything
the one who won last year played the ukulele, but that was like a kid.
Well,
This is a different story.
Can I just say that maybe if like last year's was a ukulele player, maybe this year's be something different, you know?
I don't know why there isn't anybody beatboxing on this show.
I would love that. That would be awesome.
There's people who can beatbox in like insane ways and make incredible music, like legitimate music beatboxing, and it's amazing. I would really like if one of my members of my church got really good at beatboxing then I wouldn't have to go through the transition of putting drums in the sanctuary. I could just have the beatboxing person beatbox, and that it would be awesome.
Yeah,
that's a good plan.
I want to try to do it right now, but I don't know if I can.
Don't do it. No, don't.
I don't think I can pull it off, man.
Let's just pull some beatboxing off of the internet and put it in right here.
Perfect. Do that. And go. All right,
man, that's pretty good.
That's legit, awesome. Man.
Yeah.
You know how legit it is?
What?
Too legit.
Too legit?
To quit.
Too legit to quit?
Yep.
Welcome to intermission. Yeah, intermission.
Was I right?
About what?
About the winter?
I don't know. I had I've got cats in here. I'm in the bedroom and there's cats in here, and thought I heard the one meowing, and I went and I opened the door. The one went out the door and the other one came in the door. So I switched cats.
Yeah.
I went from the fat cat to the other one. To the gray cat. Now, the fat cat scared Leia the other day because hurricanes cause all sorts of odd behavior in animals, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, it causes odd behavior in humans too, because when the hurricane came to Florida, all my family members from Florida, except for one, my little sister, they all left. So they all went to North Georgia or Kentucky or whatever. And then after the storm had passed, they came back down to Florida. Now, my sister and her husband and their kids and their dogs stayed with me for a day and a half. And it was wonderful to have them and really enjoyed them hanging out and all that sort of stuff.
But then you had to kick him out because he's a dude.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was about time. So,
you almost killed him.
No.
It's okay, man.
You can tell me time to... Yeah. You only got it. I was definitely starting to feel it.
Yeah.
So, that's...
The testosterone in your body building up, and you're like, well, I'm going to either have to kick him out or kill him. Right?
I don't have a lot of options here. Something's going to give. Anywho, he had dogs, and we have our stupid little dog, and the cat doesn't like dogs, so the cat ran away. The last time this happened, the cat ran away for like 2 weeks, and she went from being big and fat to really skinny. And she comes back and she's all skinny. Yeah. This time she was only gone for about 3 days. She left.
She went on that no-carb diet?
She did go on the no-carb diet. She went on the no cat food diet, starving in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Decided maybe it's better to go back and live with the dogs. And
I'm going to go back. I'm going back.
Yeah.
She
came back sooner this time, which is good.
Yeah.
Leia likes the cats. I could go either way.
Will Leia be upset if we accidentally shoot one of the cats? Just saying, if they get in the way of a bullet, it's going to be a bad idea.
Leia doesn't really listen to this, so I feel very confident saying that if a cat were to be shot, Leia would never get to know about that. We would cover it up.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
That's one of those things where we could discuss it, you and I. We could maybe record a podcast about it, but it wouldn't be in the title, and that would be about
it. Justin kills one of Leia's cats. We can't put that in the title.
Justin kills the cat.
Just so you know, all right. I just want to clarify something real quick. We gotta, like we always think that our spouses aren't listening to things we say.
Yeah.
But on Sunday, I was preaching, and I made a comment how, and the point was basically about humility, and I said one of my points was don't hide behind your dignity, you know, and so I don't think higher of yourself or anything like that. Don't hide behind your dignity. It's pride is higher in place. And one of the things I said, listen, when you become a parent, dignity is out the door. and they start saying things like, like the first time you lose your stuff in Publix because your kid's crying uncontrollably because you didn't get that shopping cart,
that's very important to get the car, the race car.
Yeah, but you're like, what's dignity? What's dignity? That's basically what you say, and then you're like, that the first time your kid walks in on you when you're in the bathroom, like, can I get some meat? You're like, you do whatever you want, just get out of here, okay? This is weird. Well, there's what's dignity. And then I go, the first time your kid says something that they should not even know, like a word, an appropriate word that they should not even know.
Yeah.
You automatically blame it on your spouse. You're like, he gets it from he gets it from his mother. So I said that, and everybody laughs, and I go, and because Faye wasn't in the auditorium, she's in the back of the nursery, and I was like, it's okay, guys, I can say that. She's not in here. She's not in here. She can't hear this right now. She's in the back of the nursery, and I said, obviously, what happens in the auditorium stays in the auditorium. That's what I said.
It's and then not Vegas, bro. There's a different show going on in the auditorium of the sanctuary.
So I stopped, and as I said that, I go, oh, no. I looked back at the sound booth, and we have a camera in the sound booth. It's aimed at the stage, projects all the TVs in the back there, and my wife is sitting in the nursery watching the TV with 3 little babies in her arms. And I go, Dana, is the hallway... I say this in my sermon. I said, Dana, is the sound in the hallway actually working? He goes, Yep. He thumbs up, and I go, I get home, and Faye's like, heard what you said. Real funny, Justin. Funny guy. Hey, funny. I was like, crap. So this will be the episode your wife does listen to. And then I'm going to get in trouble.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Is it an important question?
No, not at all. Did the congregation...
We don't do that crap.
No, forget that. We're well past that. Did the congregation laugh?
Yes.
Okay, so it was funny.
It was really funny.
So when she says, very funny, Justin, you're like, yeah, it was. That's why I said it. And everybody agreed. And they're all laughing hysterically.
Everybody liked it. So that's how it works.
Yeah, that's obviously not the thing that you should say to your wife, but
I did not.
It might be something you think.
I don't know what you're talking about, honey. I was just sharing the word of the Lord,
And telling on you for teaching our kids foul language.
I didn't, My notes actually said, they got it from your mother. Cusses like a sailor. I said that in my notes, but I didn't put the second part in there.
Oh, okay. So, you kept that one to yourself?
Yeah.
I don't think, even if you were saying it in your sermon, I don't think I would believe that Faye cusses like a sailor.
Not like a sailor. Maybe like a fisherman.
I was thinking she curses like a elementary school teacher, which my guess is it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Like a lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. Yeah, throw a little bit of Kenny Rogers in there. Right?
It's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Too legit.
To quit. It's Martin.
Let's bring it back around.
I don't know if this is bringing it back around to anything, but I feel like this is really important for me to talk about today because I had a hard time getting started today. This morning, last night, since we didn't record, I stayed up playing PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
What is that?
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Okay, you show me that game. That's the one that gets smaller, right?
Oh, that thing is too legit to quit. I love that game. It's still in beta. That's the thing. It's a paid beta, so it's a closed beta, but it is awesome. I love it. And the reason why I like it, because it's so unpredictable. Like, you'll play 20 matches and you won't win, okay? Because it's so hard. I've won 2 solo matches and 3 or 4 squad matches. Almost won a duo last night. Got a squad win last night. That's all. I only got was a squad win last night. But anyways, it's super hard and it's really fun, okay? And so I played that last night. And I was up till way too late.
Make sure you're looking at the Bearded Gamer on Twitch.
That's right, folks. Bearded Gamer. Take the E out of the M and the R. Bearded Gamer. That's me.
Bearded Gamer.
And so I'll be streaming tomorrow night. I'll be streaming on Thursday nights and sometimes on Fridays. So those are my main streaming days. So anyways,
so watch the stream.
We're playing, and it was going late, okay? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I gotta go to bed, guys. But we were having a really good night. I was having a pretty crap night. I just kept dying. And like every time a fight broke out, I was like looking the other way. Like it still takes me off there. Like all of a sudden you hear gunfire, and I'm like looking around, like, where's it going? And then it's over. I'm like, guys.
Justin is the character looking at the ground, spinning in a circle.
Yeah, I'm all like trying to get a scope on my freaking gun, and then they kill 3 people. I'm like, they wipe a squad, and I'm like, where was I at? You know. So anyways, we had a good time last night. And I get done and I'm exhausted. I'm like, man, I gotta go to bed. I got an early day tomorrow. And it was like 1:30 in the morning, and that's late for me. And I worked out last night too. Yeah. And so my body's a little beat up. I'm gonna go work out again tomorrow. But actually, maybe I'll stay till Friday and go work out double on Friday. So anyways, but the point being is, I go to sleep at like 2. I go to sleep at 2. I'm laying there, and Faye comes into the bedroom. She's like, "You need to wake up." I'm like at 4:30 in the morning. Actually, 4:15. Okay.
Why?
Apparently, she had to teach in the morning. She was teaching in the morning. Chinese kids, Chinese, Japanese. I don't know. Yeah, Chinese kids. And
you're racist.
No, they're not the same. I know that, but I believe they were Chinese.
They're the same.
No, I think they are Chinese.
They're Chinese.
And I guess like her headset wasn't working, and I was like. I'm like, what the world? And I came out there, and I did everything I needed to do, and helped her fix it. Fixed her headset, and she said she fixed it, but it didn't get fixed till I was woken up at 4:15 a.m. Just like
once again, Faye doesn't actually listen to the podcast, so it's okay to say all this.
Yeah. What happens in the podcast stays in the podcast.
That's right. It doesn't go any further.
It doesn't go any farther than this, and so
there's a lot of comfort in that, knowing nobody listens.
So I'm like dead exhausted. I only slept for like 2 hours, and I go back, lay down in bed, and I usually get up like around 7:38, and I lay there, and I just lay there, and I'm like looking at my freaking wall for like an hour. And I'm like, crap, I can't go back to sleep. She got me all amped up and everything, and it took me over an hour and a half to go back to sleep.
But then it's time to get up.
I know. I ended up sleeping in till like 9. Woke up, and I'm just dragging butt. I'm like, this sucks. And I want to go finish my sermon. I had like a really kind of cool sermon that I've been working on and everything, and I'm wanting to finish it, but I'm not. And then I had my new staff is coming to the staff meeting, so I got to prepare for that a little bit. I got to meet with one of them, and my youth minister was having, computer issues and everything, lost his whole sermon for tonight. It was just a big thing. And so like, I'm in Starbucks trying to like just focus, and I'm like, I'm losing focus. I'm like not doing anything, and I'm kind of dragging butt, and then in he walks.
Who
I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, is that him? Now here's the deal.
Could it be?
I saw him about a week earlier.
Yeah?
And I tried to get a picture, but he looked at me. Mm-hmm. He looked at me and scared the fire out of me. Okay, so I'm looking at this guy.
So this man scared you just by looking at you.
This man scared me just by looking at me. Okay, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I think it's him. I think he's back.
Who could it be?
And I'm like, he's here. And so like, I'm with my phone, and I'm like at my computer, and he's up at the register, and I just happen to be in a perfect position, and I just kind of angle my phone up, take the flash off. Mind you,
that's important.
Take the flash when you're stalking somebody, a celebrity. When you're
taking secret photos of a clown in the coffee shop, which happened to me. I took a picture of a clown in a coffee shop.
Okay, this was not a clown. Okay,
no.
And I aimed my picture up, and I got a picture of who I believe is Chuck Norris. Martin.
No way, Chuck Norris?
I believe Chuck Norris was in my Starbucks. And like, here's the deal. The reason why I went to get a picture of him last Friday. It was last Friday. And I went to get a picture of him on Friday. And he, as I raised my phone up, I was trying to be coy about it. As I started to raise, he looked back and he made eye contact with me. And I froze. And I just put it down because Chuck Norris will kick your head off. Will roundhouse kick your head. I thought he was going to roundhouse kick my phone out of my hand and then roundhouse kick me in the groin. Restomp the groin and stuff. I was like, seriously, I was like, oh no. And like, he scared me, Martin. It was, I believe this is Chuck Norris. Now, mind you, Chuck Norris is very old now. And I don't know if he's still, Chuck Norris shape.
I'm pretty sure Chuck Norris is not bound by time and space. So
yeah, I know. But this guy was like walking with a limp. But I'm thinking, hey, if I was an old martial arts guy, I would probably be kind of a little beat up too, But I'm sure that doesn't keep him from roundhouse kicking anybody in the face,
It's not going to stop him for a second.
In fact, the
limp is just a ploy.
That's what I was thinking. And so I was like, I took pictures and I sent it to everybody. And I was so ecstatic. I'm like, you got one. Yeah. I'm like, it's freaking Chuck Norris. I sent it to Faye. And she says half of her teachers that she showed it to, half of them believe it was Chuck Norris. I think awesome. Chuck Norris is living in St. Cloud. And I'm so scared. I kind of want to go up to him.
Yeah.
And be like, Mr. Norris, I'm a huge fan. I want to kind of do it, but I'm really there's a part of me that is sitting there going, what if he's laying low and he doesn't want to be recognized because he had a hat on and he had sunglasses on, a backpack, and I was like, man.
But where he goes though.
I know, and so I'm just gonna. I might go back tomorrow and see if he shows back up. But somebody in my Drop Bear gaming group goes, dude, just go up and introduce yourself and ask to shake his hand. That's what somebody said, and then somebody else goes, sounds like a great way to lose your hand. That's what it sounds like. And I said, yeah. And then I said in response, I said, thanks a lot, Josh. I went ahead and said hi, and he roundhouse kicked me in the groin. And then I stopped. And then I said, just kidding. I'm not dumb enough to listen to Josh. I didn't do that.
Never
do that. Because, what if he's trying to lay low, and he's like, broke my cover, and he kicks me in the groin? Do you realize what Chuck Norris roundhouse kicks can do? They are they're the most deadly kicks ever.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And right in the groin? You're not going to want that.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to fly off, man.
It's going to turn that whole thing into, a hot mess. It's going to look like poi when it's over. That's no good.
Yeah. I don't think so. You're right. I don't even know what that is. But...
You're like, I don't know what poi is. It's like Hawaiian stuff. I don't know.
That sounds horrible.
What it's going to look like is old, condensed noodle soup.
Oh.
That's what it's going to look like.
Old ramen?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's see, I'm afraid.
It's going to look like a mess.
What if he doesn't want to be recognized and I'm the only one that recognizes him?
Based on the picture, I'm going to say other people have recognized him.
It looks just like him, Martin, doesn't it?
Chuck Norris.
Should I post it on Facebook? Because honestly, now I feel like a stalker right now.
Put it on the Two Bearded Preachers Facebook page.
You think I should?
And see if other people believe that this is a legitimate Chuck Norris sighting.
Can I put it on the secret preachers, the super secret preachers page that I'm not allowed to talk about?
I think you should.
So I don't
know how super secret the super secret preachers page is.
I don't think I'm allowed. They told me I'm not allowed to talk about it for if I talk about it,
the first rule.
My hair starts falling out or something like that.
Super secret preacher page is that you don't talk about
super secret preacher page.
Preacher page.
Yeah, it's a little.
And the second rule of super secret preacher page is that you don't talk about super secret preacher page. Man, it's getting harder to say.
Well,
that's the curse.
That's why you don't talk about it.
No, I guess not. Because
I don't know. I don't want to. And then, seriously, now I feel like a total stalker. Because I got this picture of Chuck Norris on my phone that I took of him while he wasn't looking in Starbucks.
And you followed him home.
I didn't
got his license plate. You followed him home.
I kind of want to see what he's driving next.
I sort of want to definitely check out what car he's got. I'm going to guess that it's an old F-100.
Ooh.
From the early 80s.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You see, yeah. And you also got to be careful with Chuck Norris too, because underneath, did you know that underneath his beard, under his chin, there's a third fist.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
You know that the boogeyman looks underneath his bed for Chuck Norris.
That's true. I've heard that. Yeah.
So, like, my day totally changed. I literally was freaking out, Martin. I'm like, it's freaking Chuck Norris. I got a great picture.
Chuck Norris.
It's Chuck freaking Norris. It's Chuck roundhouse kick you in the face, Norris. That's who this freaking is, man. I was, like, freaking out. But then I was just like, I'm a little scared now. Chuck Norris is going to kill me. I'm about to die.
That's not a bad way to go.
No. Actually, part of
me... It's like killed by Chuck Norris in a Starbucks. Be like, not bad. That's an obituary right there.
That is,
that is. That's a good one. Be like, you know what?
Definitely. That's too legit right there.